Oh, hello guys, welcome back. I've been trying all day and I can't get the right grip on the subject, so let's try again. Um, Loki and I have been over all the hurdles that you go through with your god. There are very different ways certain people see certain gods, and Loki and I had to get over that. And we had to get over Loki being Loki because sometimes I don't know why he has shoved stuff in my face, but it's Loki and I think he wants to be popular god, and that doesn't always work. Anyhow, I heard, and he's usually loved, but we had to get over that rock star groupie thing, and we had to get over, okay, the movies are over, Tom Hiddleston's getting a little long in the tooth, he ain't so hot anymore, there goes your fan base. I heard, I know. Poor baby, I'm sorry. But in all seriousness, we've had a lot to overcome together. And anytime you're close with a guy and you work with them, you will have that. And I had that experience last night with that unknown god. Now, best possible ending for this channel is, oh, it was Loki. It was surprise, a new aspect of Loki. Loki likes to charm us, but in my experience, it's not ecstasy. And remember, Loki was the one, baby? What's the matter? Baby, are you okay? What's happening to you? You don't look at me like that. What's going on? Who is this god? He knew very well who it was. And I think they had worked out an agreement. And the one was like, watch this. And the other one was like, okay. So, I forgot that, there are a lot of ways to see Odin, for example. And that article had bothered me. Because I don't think you need to invite bad stuff into your life. I think enough bad stuff happens to you on a daily basis that you don't need to go look for suffering. And his response, because I kept telling him last night, I just reached this point, I was like, I don't think you and I have anything in common. I'm pretty much a hedonist. I like, the good things in life as well as I can treat myself. I don't ever go out of my way to treat myself poorly. I said, if I'm not going out and living like a libertine, it's because I'm out of money to go out and live like a libertine. I said, if I had the money, I would be living the life of Riley. Well, Riley is away. I would just be having a good old time. I said, I can't see that in you fitting together. I said, most people make you sound pretty austere. Now, he is a lord of host in a way, like entertaining too. He is the All-Father. He does cover everything. I keep forgetting that. Um, and I was trying to look up stuff today to cheer myself up when the videos won't work. You will not find Odin with flowers. At least I didn't. Odin with flowers would be, I don't know. You probably won't find it. You probably won't find Odin with cupcakes or Odin with cookies or Odin playing with small kittens either. If you do, let me know. Um, And I was just like, really wistful, and I was thinking about last night and wondering who the god was. And I got down this game. I don't know if I said this recording, and there was a free game on Oculus today, like a $30 or $25 title, a war game going for free. And I'm like, yes, please. Even if I don't play it, I'm gonna get it now because it's gonna go back up to $30. Somebody made a mistake somewhere. It's free. Now that might mean they're never gonna work on it again. So still got a free game. And I went to the sale, and remember all those titles I bought on sale? Well, they're back on full price, so I did get something good. And a game I like, I think it's called Ocean Life, or Ocean Life Relax, some kind of weird name. And I've been looking at it, and it's half price, so I got it. So, because it was like $1 or something, and I'm like, well, I'm not eating out anymore, so I do have the change for this. So I get this, and I'm swimming through it. And remember, I'm like having this contentious relationship with Odin at this point, telling him, no, go away, you can't possibly understand me. And as I'm swimming through this, I'm hearing these whale sounds, and I'm like, whales, yeah, whales. And I want to go swim with the whales and give them a hug. And out of the gloom of the sea, these behemoths come towards me, clicking really excitedly And I'm looking at them, and these are not the most realistically rendered wills. But I'm thinking, what in the name of gods is that? That doesn't exist on our planet. And these five things that I knew were supposed to be wills surrounded me, and I'm looking at them, and I'm looking at their bodies, and I'm like, nothing that looks like that exists on this planet. Oh my god. And they were just kind of swimming around me, and I was terrified out of my mind because these whales are big. And they weren't aggressive or mean or anything, but they definitely surrounded me. And I get my bravery up after I swim away from them. And I countered them a few more times. I swam close to one, and she was kind of clicking at me. And I say she because I found out that's what the developer thinks sperm whales look like. So I got terrified by a pod of mothers and their babies. And they were all adults, but it would have still been, maternal family setting. And if it would have been a bull, he would have been alone. And I'm looking at them, and they're actually these really gentle animals, and they like to swim up and get belly scratches and everything, and they like divers, even though they're a predator and they eat squids and that, they're not going to eat you. They're big and they're huge. They could, but you're not on the menu. And they just want belly rubs and scratches, and they want love. And yes, they look like gray potatoes with fins, but they're adorable in their own way. I got giggles back here, and Poseidon's gonna be so thrilled to hear you said that. I love them. I do. They are the whales though that have been demonized in our culture. If you have Western culture, think of Moby Dick. Think of anything else. Think of sperm whale hunters that almost drove them to extinction. I actually thought they were extinct. I didn't know we had any left on this planet. And they would hunt them because they would use the whale oil to fuel lamps, not, go get oil from plants because there were no vegans back then. And that's just the way it was. And they would kill this huge animal for the oil. I don't know. There's conflicting stories. Some people say yes, they had all that whale meat. They brought it on board and they ate it. And some people say no, they killed the whales because they were so plentiful and they just took the oil and they left the body in the sea. I don't know. And it was just kind of Odin's way of answering me that Odin felt like that. These whales have been reviled and demonized, and they were hunted down and killed just for the oil in their head. And actually, now that we're studying them instead of hunting them, they know that they live in family groups and they have a language and they talk to each other like dolphins and whales and wolves do. And they have names for each other. And they tell each other things. They kind of hang out on the surface of the water and, have these conversations, mommies and the babies and the different moms and the grandmoms and everything and the aunties. So it's really cool. And I'm like, that's kind of like a pride of lionesses. They're like just all hanging out, and they're like, the scientists are really excited because they think they kind of live like lionesses. Now it's a bit early, but they think that maybe like one auntie babysits all the babies and everything else. And I'm like, oh, so that was Odin's answer. Odin's answer was a sperm whale. He's also claimed, what did he claim that was really unusual? One of them used owls recently, and one of them claimed something cute and adorable. And I was like, okay, I'll just roll with it. It's not even the continent you're from, but okay. And it was a nice answer. Some people spit on people that have faith anymore because we know now that it took billions of years for everything to form, from the first start of everything that is to now. And for some people, that's proof there are no deities, because what deity would take that long to do everything? I think that's why Odin says magic sky man very sardonically, because he's trying to point out in Odin's rather blunt and tactless way that Magic Skyman doesn't exist. Not God doesn't exist. Be careful and listen to what I'm saying, but Magic Skyman that can do everything instantly doesn't exist. We just didn't know better as a species at one time. We literally thought that a god could go like that and everything happened. And that doesn't, and that they don't have those powers, doesn't make them any less wonderful or worthy to serve. At least our gods are open. We can debate about what a god is. Are gods gods? Are gods gods? Are they these supernatural divine beings? Or are they something else? And Odin and Loki at least don't take any offense. They're like, hmm. I said, what? For all we know, you're just this advanced race of beings that tricked us all into worshiping you. And Odin just smiled at me, gave me a pat on the head. I don't know what that meant. But, it's important to remember to love our gods for who they are with us. Don't worry about what someone else is getting. Don't worry about someone else's experience, especially if you watch this channel. Don't worry if you don't have the same experiences with Loki or Odin or Thor or anyone else. You don't have to. Odin can be very complex, so can Loki, so can all gods, and some people get a very kind and gentle relationship, and some people get hell on wheels, and it usually depends on our temperament and what we're willing to accept. Um, so it was really healing, and we have 4 more seas to go explore. That was a lot of excitement for one day, though. I mean, these whales were huge. Now, they're beautiful girls. I love all animals, and the more fantastic the animals of the sea look, the more I like them. I was pinning stuff to the sea god's realm, and I had to take down all the mean comments people made about them because they were parrotfish and everything else, and people are like, "Oh, that's so ugly," and I'm like, humans, you think everything was made for you? You're so cute." Uh, Lucky's back here. If he were a god, humans wouldn't stand a chance. It probably wouldn't. So, it was just really good, and it made me happier than I'd been in a couple days. Sometimes you have bad stuff to work out with your gods, but it's good that we worked it out. And I got to see sperm whales, and the pod surrounded me and was talking to me and everything else. I had no idea what they were doing, but they were talking to me. It wasn't, we're going to hunt you and eat you. It was, we're going to talk to you. So it was nice. And we'd seen an adorable video of a sperm whale swim up to a diver and wanted pets and love, and she had caught a squid, and you could see like little tentacles hanging out of her mouth, but she was like, "Give me pets now, please. Look at me. I ate a squid." So they're cute. They're like the giant wolves of the sea. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.